Unicorns and glitter and taxidermy critters are just some of the things they like. They also enjoy 80s hair bands, Grizzly Adams and John Goodman, so if you think that's weird then you can take a hike. But the things they enjoy the most are making art and cracking jokes, so without further ado, here are your hosts. You've got your two artsy gals, your two artsy gals. Here are your two artsy gals.
Hey everybody, this is Katie.
And this is Lonnie.
And you are listening to Two Artsy Gals. Yay! Holy shit. So just a heads up, my heart is racing right now.
You should have eaten something.
I ate a croissant, which was not a good thing to eat. So I had to get up early for a blood test this morning. Oh. So that I had to go to the lab and get a fasting blood draw for a doctor's appointment next week. Mm-hmm. And so I didn't eat as soon as I got out of bed. And I'm one of those people that has to have breakfast within minutes of waking up.
That's the smart way to do it.
Anyway, well, yeah. I'll start cutting bitches right and left. I get super hangry.
Mm-hmm.
So then we had to stop at Safeway on the way home to get milk. And something came over me. I don't get Starbucks very often. I don't actually drink coffee, but they make the London Fog Latte is what I like. I love it. But it's got 4 fucking pumps of vanilla.
Oh, wow.
And it's full caffeine. So I drank that.
Do they leave the bag in it?
Yeah, 2 bags.
Okay, 2 bags.
It's 2 bags, about an inch of water to get the tea bag started, and then all the rest is steamed milk with 4 pumps of vanilla.
Okay. I'm going to start making
I
those.
know that because every time I go to the fucking Starbucks that my mom works at, and this one girl's working, I have to tell her how to do it. Because otherwise I'll get
She's
the grossest
London
thing
what?
I've ever had
Ew,
in my mouth.
Yeah.
She's just ditzy. We call her Slappy the Squirrel. Because she kind of reminds me of Slappy the Squirrel. It's not an insult. She just reminds me of Slappy the Squirrel.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so I drank that, and I had a croissant. So there was too much actual sugar in my breakfast and caffeine, which I don't do very often. So
shit, yeah.
I'm my heart is racing, and I'm sweating right now. I'm like,
And for some reason, a tea high is a little different than a coffee high.
It is.
Yeah, it's interesting.
It is.
I like it.
I don't know. I had to text Lonnie when she was on her way here. Did you get the message I said about my door being open?
Yes.
I'm my door's open. My coffee kicked in, or my tea kicked in. I got to poop.
Yep.
I had to take a huge poop.
But that sounds good. I'm going to make that at home.
It's delicious.
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm getting hiccups.
Oh.
Maybe you can make a miniature one.
Ooh, a tiny, tiny London Fog.
That would suck, but I actually did see a teeny tiny tea bag in the stuff I was looking at last night on the Pinterest. Because we're talking about miniatures today.
Ooh, I made miniature Starbucks cups once.
You made miniature PBR cans once, too.
I did. Yep.
I saw them because it was on our prize that we gave away. Now I'm all burpy. Gross. What kicked this off, I don't know. If you guys listened last week, you know that I'm mesmerized / confused / a little bit freaked out by all of the miniature food cooking videos that have been all over the Facebooks lately.
Yeah.
And it just made me realize, we've been talking about doing a miniatures episode for a long time. I think that we brought it up again when we did our dioramas episode a while back. And I just have to talk about it. And the only way that I can think to talk about it on our Two Artsy Gals podcast is to actually talk about miniatures. Because I don't understand the miniature food videos.
I think they're cool.
They're kind of cool, but I don't know why. It makes no sense to me. It confuses my brain.
Because how fun is that? Oh my gosh, I have this miniature stove and whoa, I can really cook on it.
Also, I have this is just me. I have a question about the safety of the little cooking containers. Do they have lead in them? Are they
I don't think the person's actually eating it, right?
Why would you cook miniature food if you weren't going to eat it? That's a total waste. Even a miniature waste.
If you're using a lead pot, then you wouldn't eat it.
But what if you're using what you think is an aluminium pot, but it has lead in it? What if you got it from China? Those guys put lead in everything.
They do.
What is that noise I keep hearing?
Is that the neighbor? It sounded like a bump on the wall.
I don't think it was the neighbor. Maybe there's a spider over there again. Last time she had a spider on the loose, I ran over there thinking I was going to save her life because she was screaming and shit was banging around. She opened the door really embarrassed and she goes, "I'm sorry, there was a spider." I was all ready to call 911.
Wow.
I'm like, "Okay, as long as you're not dying." She goes, "There might be more banging later because it got away."
Oh no. Oh no.
So yeah, the miniature food. Did you ever see the one that I was telling you about with like the miniature, they're roasting a miniature bird?
Shit. No.
I'm finding it for you right
Okay.
fucking now. I hate it when we watch videos while we're recording,
I
but
know.
you have to see this. Like, it's freaking me out, man.
I saw the mini mac and cheese and I saw the
mini tacos.
mini tacos. And I loved the taco idea and I thought, damn, does oil get hot enough from a candle to fry? But I
in
guess
that
so.
small, it's like, it's a small container. So,
Yeah.
and it's direct. Plus, you know, like, it's hot enough to, I don't know if you have like the weird tea light things or they're like
Oh, yeah,
Scentsies
yeah.
and stuff.
Yes.
Like, that's
I
just
used
a
to-
light
yeah,
bulb.
the
If you use a
waxes and
candle under
stuff.
that shit, like, that'll burn the fuck out of you.
Oops. Yeah. Yeah. I used to use the hippie wax stuff from the
Yeah.
head shop. Yeah.
Dude, totally. I'm looking up. I'm trying to find the mini roasted bird.
Because that just doesn't make sense to me. Like, was it a mouse?
No, it was definitely a bird. Like, I feel like it was like a little tiny finch or something. Like, it made me sad.
Yeah, because
Now I can't find it. Mini food, roasted bird. Let me try that. I just don't know what to look for. Because I keep seeing all this shit on the Facebook. Then you can never find it again once you find it once. Unless
Yeah.
you save it.
Or that was a nightmare you had and it's not really a thing.
That could be a thing because I've been having some weird fucking dreams lately.
My mom always was into miniatures. Like, she loved dollhouses and miniature things.
I'm relying on you to talk a lot about some miniatures.
Because, yeah, and I thought they were kind of cool too, but I think because my mom was so into them, maybe it took the magic away from me a little bit. Because she would take me to these hobby stores, and then we'd spend forever there.
Have you ever been, like, as an adult to a hobby store? Like the hobby shops?
No.
Okay, I'm not going to say anything bad about hobbyists or hobby shop dudes because that's rude. But I will say that when you go, 'cause sometimes I have to go to weird hobby shops when I'm, like, trying to find LED components and stuff. They're a
when
little
I was
creepy.
a kid, I was like it'd be creaky floors
Yeah.
and a weird musty smell.
Sometimes.
And just, I don't know.
Sometimes.
Yeah, I don't.
And sometimes the people who run them are a little socially,
Mm-hmm.
which makes
Like,
me
"Hi,
nervous.
little girl, do you like this little tiny?
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever. No, don't.
Well,
talk
and
to me,
then
please.
I get socially in the way that I am, which is to start just getting nervous and jabbering and making no fucking sense whatsoever. And then it's like this just festival of awkward.
Yeah, see, as an adult, that's probably how it would be. A lot of the super creepy ones are gone now, because some of them were in, like, I remember going to one that was, like, in an industrial part of Portland, and it was very, like, old, yeah, just trippy, I don't know, trippy, old doll parts, like, the freaky ones.
That can get weird.
Yeah, the painted plastic ones.
I
I
feel
don't
like
know,
where the crossover between miniature art stuff and miniature dollhouse stuff, like people that do miniature dollhouses, like miniatures, like they collect miniatures, they make dollhouses, are very different
yeah,
than like kooky artists who are doing a diorama or, you know, whatever. So I'm not saying they're bad. I'm just saying they're different.
It's a different
so there's a
scene.
different
Yeah.
scenario. And sometimes I'm like, you're making me uncomfortable.
yeah.
Because here's the thing. I think like you and I are interested in a lot of things. Like it's broad sweeping and we're very enthusiastic about all of our interests. Whereas if you get into like the hobby shop scene and the dollhouse scene or the miniature whatever scene, people are super fucking into it and that's all they're into.
Yeah.
And so they're intense about it and
Yes.
it's a little bit intimidating for me. Here's the thing that I don't get about the miniature food cooking stuff. Okay, I just saw a video that's like miniature tempura fried shrimp. I don't even know what the fuck. So, but
Weird.
what I don't
It's a potato
get
bug.
is
No,
the that's gross. I just gagged a little and might have puked a little in my own mouth.
It might be good. You never know.
I don't understand like the Blythe doll thing.
Like
Like there
I have
seems
one,
to
and
be
I
an
don't know why.
overlap with the Blythe dolls, and like those people are very intense about their dolls,
Mm-hmm.
and it seems to be an overlap between that and a lot of them really like the miniature cooking, like they set up the scenes with their dolls.
Ah, okay.
I'm not criticizing the hobby.
Mm-hmm.
I just personally don't get it.
Yeah.
But then again, I have a Batman on my bookshelf right now, so I shouldn't talk about that kind of shit.
Uh-huh.
Because, you know.
My kid's really into these horses. I can't remember the name of the company, the German toy horses. And now is into making miniature tack for them. So, and then just discovered miniatures. Like the last time we were at the craft store and had oh my god, Mom, look at the tiny vegetables. I was like, okay, you can get some tiny vegetables. Oh my gosh, look, tiny tools for the horses. Like little shovel and broom.
That's kind of,
and
but,
so cute.
so your kid's 13,
Yeah.
and I feel like that's normal for a 13-year-old to be interested in.
And he just made little mini hay sacks. You know, the thing that goes over the horse's ears with the hay in it so they can eat or whatever.
Yeah.
So cute. It's really, really cute. I'm like, oh my god, that's really cool.
Okay, I'm giving up on finding this because I'm going to tell you right now, I'm so distracted by trying to find it. I will find it for you when we're done.
Okay.
Because it's crazy.
Yeah, because I don't even know, because that stove is so tiny. I don't know of a bird that would be that small.
They made like
Unless it was
a
just
little
hatched.
earthen stove, like an outdoor brick oven,
Okay.
but it's tiny, and the pan is tiny, and there are birds that are that tiny. I don't know. Maybe they killed a hummingbird, which would gross me out.
yeah, because it'd have to be something really small like that. Like,
Well, that's what I mean. Like, there are some little teeny tiny birds, and there are some
Yeah.
little, and I know, so most of these videos I see have originated in, like, Japan
okay.
and Korea and stuff like that. And I think raising little tiny birds and stuff as pets is kind of a thing there. Like,
Mm-hmm.
so.
Yeah, like having
they
a
would
finch
do-
or
like, I don't
something,
know anything
having
about
a,
that.
Yeah, having a canary or I don't know.
I don't know. I would be sad to kill a bird.
Yeah, me too.
Like those
a
kind of
tiny
birds.
one. Yeah,
like
and I don't know why that's different than a chicken.
Because chickens are delicious.
Yeah. So these tiny birds.
Like, to me, it
Probably
just
are
seems like a
too,
fruitless
but-
effort. Like,
yeah,
why would
exactly.
you eat that little tiny bird? There's no meat on that little tiny bird.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
And it just sacrificing the bird for the sake of making a miniature
Mhm.
cooking video is odd. Yes.
Like, I remember one time I got in trouble when I was a kid for, we had a wood stove in our house. And I had this little, it was like probably an 1/8 cup measuring cup, this little metal steel measuring cup.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know where I got it from. I think I probably took it out of the kitchen, but I was trying to
'Cause
cook
you were selling
breakfast
drugs.
for my, no, I was really little. I was trying to cook for my Barbie and I thought, what could I cook? So I put I scrambled up an egg and dumped some of it in there. And then I set it just on the stand. It was hot.
Mm-hmm.
It cooked up fine, but I got in trouble for doing it. I don't know why. I was like, it's look, I'm eating it. It's great. My Barbie's eating it and shit. So, I don't know. It was weird. But anyway.
So you see where the urge to mini cook comes from.
Oh, and I do get I get the miniature thing because in the context of art, I really, really like working on a super small scale. I don't know why. I get kind of excited about it in a weird way. Like, I get a little about it. So,
I get
I get
frustrated because I have giant troll hands, and doing miniature things is almost impossible.
Sometimes it's not impossible for me. Sometimes it is.
I
So
crush and destroy them.
I'm going to ask you to do something and just know that if something
My
falls off
giant
my
troll
desk,
hands.
I'm okay. Well, no, there's a stack of shit over there that
Mhm.
fell off the shelf above. But in the lamp thing, In the front part of it, there's a bunch of teeny tiny origami books that I folded.
Okay.
And I was going to have you grab them to look at them because that is my jam. Like when I learn a new origami fold, I want to immediately do it smaller, like quarter size. Can you see any of them or are they too buried?
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
They're really small.
Yeah, they're like, okay, so that's quarter size. Like, I used a quarter of a piece of origami paper to do that once I learned how to do it in full size.
Wow.
So, that's my, like, little weird, like, I always have to make them extra tiny. And those are the size. So, I've used miniatures in my art before that I made. Those are the size I did in that art piece, Forgotten Henry, with the bookshelves.
Ah, okay.
And there was teeny tiny words that I printed off and stuck with clear sticker paper into each little book, and there was a magnifying glass, and some of the books actually came out of the bookshelf that I made with balsa wood, so you could open it up and read the story of Forgotten Henry.
Wow.
But I made the little chair that was in that piece, and I made the tiny books and the tiny bookshelf. Like, I really got off on that. Like,
yeah,
it was awesome.
Yeah.
So there's a name for that, and I didn't realize it. They're called room boxes.
Oh.
So it's kind of like a diorama, but it's specifically you're recreating a room.
Okay.
And it doesn't even, there don't have to be people in them. As a matter of fact, many of them are just a room. Like you just make a cool, like your laundry room.
I was going to say, so that's what I made, kind of a room box. Okay.
It almost sounds like you're saying Roomba.
A Roomba. I made a room box. Woo.
Woohoo! But yeah, I guess we should go over like there's a definition, of course, of miniatures and all that. A small scale reproduction or small version. It could be a miniature portrait or painting, which I don't know if you've seen any of those, but that used to be a thing, like way, way back when, like in the Victorian era and people would do miniatures, like little tiny paintings of people.
My friend Trisha did a really beautiful one of a bee. Made it into a necklace.
Cute.
Yeah.
I think we brought that up in our hair work episode because you would do miniatures of their deceased loved one and then put a braid of hair around the miniature and all that. And I'll see if I can find, I think I linked it on our Pinterest board. People do paintings on pennies.
Oh, wow.
And they're fucking awesome. And they're little miniature, highly detailed paintings.
Wow.
They're really cool.
So they have the cool, like, jeweler's magnifying glass and stuff to, like, the people that paint your name on rice or whatever.
What the fuck? That always blows me away. I'm like, how are they even doing that? It's crazy.
Yeah, that's cool.
It's so insane.
Very carefully. Ha ha
ha. So you have like, so there are different kinds of miniatures, and I'm actually looking on the Wikipedia page I didn't even know, like, I was like, miniatures, how are we going to tie this into an art podcast? So I just found the Wikipedia page. I don't know. So there's miniature portraits, miniature art, so engraving, sculpture, creating little tiny things like dolls and animals and whatever, utensils. I found videos of how to make utensils. Like, it's nuts.
Yeah.
All the things you can do.
Yeah.
I could so go off the deep end.
Yeah.
I think over stuff like this.
Yeah, my kid is so into it now. Miniature saddles and stuff for the horse. It's so cute. It's very cute.
So, yeah, like scale models, a room box. People make miniature alcoholic drinks.
Yeah.
That's a fucking waste to me.
Yeah.
Just pour me a goddamn double and shut up.
Yeah.
Although, I went out last weekend because I was home alone all weekend, and my friend Christy and I went out. We went to Saturday Market, and then we went bra shopping, and then we started drinking after we were bra shopping. And I used to order double talls. It's been years. I don't know what came over me, but I ordered a double. Or ordered a tall. But when you order a tall in most bars, they free pour, and so it's like basically a pint glass of liquor.
Yeah.
I had two at the place next door to the bra shop that we went to.
Uh-huh.
And then decided we were going to go eat dinner. And by the time I got to the bar over on this side of the river, I felt so horrible. I was like, oh my God, I can't drink like this anymore.
Oh, yeah.
What?
No,
And I don't
can't.
day drink.
Mm-mm.
I'm not a day drinker
No, me
at all.
neither.
If I day drink, then I go to bed at like 5.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe I needed a miniature drinks in that case scenario.
Yes. Day drinks or mini drinks.
Totes, muggos. Why did I say that?
I don't know.
That was dumb. That was super dumb. So, yeah, anyway, that's that. So different kinds of miniatures really quickly. And the Pinterest board is pretty heavy this week, with a lot of shit. Because there are tutorials about how to make your own miniature furniture if you're interested in doing that. And I'll also link a couple of supply places where you can just buy miniature furniture. It made me think of you because on the cover page, it's miniatures.com. It's when I found there was a miniature washer and dryer.
There we go. I
Like
need that
a real
for my
actual furniture.
laundry room.
So I have some of the mini stuff that I have out because I remember why I was holding off on this episode. Because I was going to talk about tinythingsarecute.com, which is where I buy all my miniature shit.
Ah, okay.
Miniature glass jars, containers, all that kind of shit I buy there. And I was hoping to interview her. But I totally forgot about it. But we'll try to interview her another time just because she's really cool. She used to send me broken toys. When I ordered shit, she would save them aside for me because she knew that I used broken toys in a lot of my artwork that I was doing at the time.
Mm-hmm.
So this is stuff that I've gotten there. I have a little miniature pewter tea set. I feel like I've lost pieces of this, but also little miniature plates and beer steins.
Cute.
But I also have the little miniature animals that we used for the dioramas.
Mm-hmm.
I just gave Lonnie a cow and a jellyfish.
Mm-hmm.
I have a miniature wishing well.
Cute.
Like mice. I don't know. I have a whole box of, these are miniature glass slippers. I got them for something specific and then never used them for that. So I don't even know where the fuck or what I'm doing with them. But yeah, I have all kinds of them.
Homes.
Dude, I totally should.
I just watched this video that made me cry about this lady that started decorating the forest with gnome homes.
I want to do that.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
And then this lady left a note about her child passing away, so she made a special door for that kid. Oh my God. It was like
That's
a tearjerker.
a downer.
It was amazing though. Aw, a miniature cuckoo clock.
So I think that you and I should make miniature gnome homes and go on walks in Forest Park.
Mm-hmm.
And put it like these.
Yeah, the city made her take them down. And then they had to move, so she had to take everything down.
What? Why would the
know.
city... I feel like our city would never do that.
They might.
Like, if they're little miniature things you put against, do you just leave out in the woods?
I know. Yeah, they were like, oh, it's in a floodplain, no. Environmentally, blah, blah, blah.
What? How big were they?
Some of them were good size, like the size of a stump, and some of them were just a little tiny door in a knot in a tree, or, between the roots, and then she'd put little, she'd use miniatures, like a miniature bed and, a bedside table.
I feel like Portland wouldn't make you take that out. I feel like that would be fine. I feel like they wouldn't make you do that. I feel like we should. Okay, this is what I think we should do. I think that we should start making these and putting them in places and then leaving little notes on the inside of the door to take a picture and post it on twoartsygals.com. And we can have a page for our gnome homes. So we can see their smiling faces when they find them.
And then the city will send us a cease and desist. No, just kidding.
And then I will, in reply, send the city a picture of my bare ass.
Because,
Don't think I haven't done that before.
It was so cool. And yeah, I thought about that too. I thought Portland needs, She went all out though. She even made little signs that were Firefly Forest and put those up, and then they would go in the middle of the night with flashlights and their stuff and set it up, and so then the next day it was so cool. People would find them.
We could do that in parks where little
a
kids
mini unicorn.
I only have one unicorn.
Yeah, and then there was one spot where people were encouraged to leave notes. And it was very cool. I was like, I want to do that so bad. Chop, chop, chop.
I'm playing with my miniatures while I'm talking, while Lonnie's talking.
A mini
So
axe. See, a gnome would use this
a gnome would use a tiny axe
to build his little house.
I even have Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs in a different drawer of stuff. I have issues. I'm a little bit of a hoarder, but these are tiny things, so I feel like it's okay. Like, look, we could put a tiny pink flamingo in a gnome yard.
Mm-hmm.
And it would be rad.
It would be rad. I know.
So, tell me about what your mom did with miniatures when you were little. Like, did she just make...
She was in the dollhouse gang.
Was she weird? About her dollhouse ganginess?
I don't know.
You were a little kid. You didn't
I didn't know. Yeah, I just didn't. It was obsessed. And actually, once eBay came around, holy shit, I guess she went nuts ordering miniatures.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah, and had to stop herself because it was
like somebody had to tell her to slow her roll.
Yeah, yeah. Because, it was always dollhouse furniture. She likes to make it, too.
See, I like making it.
Me too. I like making miniature things. Like the little, I made little penguin ornaments for my customers one year, and I was working at a little Starbucks shop, so I made little mini Starbucks cups for the little penguins to hold.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
how fucking cute is that?
Starbucks person. Yeah, and that was really fun. And I just basically printed off a bunch of mini logos, and glued them on my little cups. Aww. And it worked out good because you could tell it was a Starbucks logo, but you couldn't. It was abstract enough that I wasn't blatantly using the Starbucks
but you weren't
logo.
selling them.
No, I wasn't.
You were giving them away to your customers.
Yeah.
Look, a little tiny red handbag for a little tiny skeleton to hold.
That's very, very cute.
Oh, you dropped it, douchebag.
It's hard when you just bones. You need fleshy bits to hang on to things, I guess.
You do need fleshy bits. Why is my dog downstairs crying? He's such an a-hole. I just let him out before we started recording.
Yeah, miniatures are fun.
And there are a lot of ways you can incorporate miniatures into your artwork. I think I want to try painting on like a teeny tiny scale just to see, just to experiment with it.
Yeah.
Like the penny paintings are pretty awesome.
Yeah.
I'll link some of the things specifically on our website for this episode, but I also there's a lot of shit in our Pinterest board that we can talk about. There is one artist that I really wanted to discuss because he does some fucking amazing stuff. His name is Michael Paul Smith and he's a photographer, but he does forced perspective photography using miniature cars and stuff. And he actually uses buildings, but then he sets up all these cars on this little street.
Yes.
That's a board. And
doesn't he leave them there? Doesn't he do installations around cities and stuff?
I think he does some installations, but here, I'll show you.
Maybe I'm thinking of someone else that would do little mini scenes along like a crack in the sidewalk.
No. This guy's different.
Okay.
I'll show you his website.
But you've probably seen that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And there'll be people fishing in a mud puddle or whatever.
Yeah, that's really awesome too. Or in the crack of a building.
See, yeah, I love that shit too. That would be fun too, to go around and leave stuff
Okay,
like
so
that.
here is, you can see he sets it up on a table, but then the way he photographs it makes the buildings in the background part of it because he's forcing perspective.
That's really impressive.
Yeah, it's really fucking neat. So if you guys don't know what forced perspective is, it's kind of like when people take pictures of themselves crushing the moon or crushing the sunshine.
Wow.
It's the angle at which you're taking it and the perspective. You're making the viewer see it in a certain perspective.
That's really cool.
You use distance and angle.
But it's kind of funny because the final photograph doesn't look like miniatures.
No, well, that's the whole point, is he's making these little toy miniature cars and buildings look like they're the actual size of the buildings. It's insane.
Wow, does he make movies or something? Is he
I think he does do some set stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's just nuts.
Cool. That's cool.
It's amazing to me.
Yeah. I think that's fun.
I could totally get sucked into this.
Mm-hmm.
I especially like that he uses vintage cars and stuff and kind of tries to make modern neighborhoods look like they did in, some of them
Yeah.
are Model T Fords, some of them are like set in the 50s. It's just really cool.
That is cool. Fun.
I'll put a link to his website. I think that would be neat.
you could do that with this cow.
Yeah, you could do it with all these little
Wayu.
miniatures that I'm
Mhm.
for some reason setting out. Maybe I'll take a quick picture of them. Oh, I have another axe. Do you want an axe, Lonnie? Yeah, and I use these when I was buying a lot of these, I was doing a lot of things like, I guess they're called room boxes. I was also doing a lot of really heavily textured pieces where I would I would attach these miniature things to canvases and then do the layers of Mod Podge and tissue paper over the top. And I was doing really monochromatic, I would paint them in a monochromatic scheme and then shade them by rubbing the darker paint into the cracks and stuff.
With the cover of my little book. Yeah,
yes,
like
I was doing a
miniature
lot of
snakes.
stuff like that. So
yeah, that's really fun.
that is where
turns out
most of this
so
came
cool.
from. But now I've kind of moved on to different methods, although I found a picture the other day that kind of made me miss that method, and that technique. I might try doing some again. But for the most part, I don't really do that much anymore. I've been trying other things. But they're fun. It's neat. And I encourage people just to experiment on what they can do with these. Like, I also, all of this I got at most of this I'll say I got from tinythingsarecute.com.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Have you used them as lately in any of your art or projects? Have you?
Just the cover of my spell book thing, like doing the Mod Podge and the tissue paper over it kind of stuff. With
I
little
can't
mini
wait to
snakes.
actually get your book. Judith's sending it to me.
I feel bad because it cost a lot to ship.
Dude,
Sorry,
wait till you
Judah.
see mine. You're gonna hate me.
Mine was like $16.
Yeah, mine was closer to 20.
Why the fudge?
I don't know. Fudge is right. They're so expensive to ship. And I have little miniature bottles and stuff that I'm going to put. I didn't put them in it when I shipped it because I just didn't want people to have to worry about not breaking them or
Yeah.
losing them or whatevs.
Yeah. But lately, no, I have not used a lot of miniatures and things. Though I would love to do a terrarium with little mini mushrooms like this.
Oh, yeah.
And a
I'm
little
really still kind of
deer.
obsessed with terrariums.
Yeah. They're cool.
I want to make one that I don't kill.
Yeah, just a
Because here's the
decorative
thing.
one.
I don't like most succulents bother. I think they're ugly.
Yeah.
So I want a tropical terrarium. And I've had a
Ah.
hard time finding a container that will allow the balance that needs to happen. They either get too humid and then I take the lid off and I dry them out. Or I don't know if you remember this, my psychotic cat who eats my houseplants
Oh, yeah.
was biting the glass trying to get to the plants that she knew were inside.
Yeah. I know, I was thinking more I have so much moss at my house.
I
that
would
could
love to do a moss one.
And then I wouldn't have to keep it alive or anything. It would just be, yeah.
And then you could put unicorns and
Yeah,
dragons and
yeah.
all the awesome things.
Yeah, you could make a miniature castle or a miniature. Oh, my friend just posted this thing about this guy making miniature tree houses for his plants, for his house plants. So
I
cool
saw
looking.
that. That's so neato.
Cool. Yeah, that's another thing you could do. And he put miniature furniture in some of them. One of them had a mini tire swing that was so fucking cute. I was like, ooh, I think me and my kid are going to have to make one of those for my
It's kind of
big
like the little
houseplant.
people do fairy gardens.
Yeah.
Is that what
Yeah.
they're called? Fairy gardens?
Yeah. Yes.
Speaking
And
of
you could
kids.
definitely use miniatures in those.
Yeah, and
And
speaking
that's-
of kids, I think that this is something that kids of all ages would be really into helping with.
Mhm.
If you were just using miniatures in that aspect, I think they would really dig it.
Oh, yeah. I went to a class on it, and all their little miniatures were so overpriced. I was like, ugh, I could make
Oh, yeah,
this
because they
stuff.
want you to buy their shit.
Yes.
That always
and I was
pisses
like,
me
yeah,
off,
that gave
but-
me a sad night, but it gave me ideas. I was like, I could make these things, whatever. No,
I know.
I get all cocky about it, but Yeah.
I just get all ouch.
Well,
I
and I keep
would love to
thinking
support you, but ouch.
how I need to just make a fairy house or a gnome house out of stuff in my backyard. Like, I've been wanting to do that forever because they're so cute and it'd be fun just to have as a yard decoration. But, like, I just keep not doing it. But one of these days, I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to random sticks and things.
There you have it, folks. Just do it one day.
That's right.
We're not trying to rob you, Nike. It just came out that way. So.
I'm going to
Just simmer the fuck down.
the house of my dreams on a miniature scale.
Oh, I love that idea.
Yeah.
You could totally do that.
Yeah.
Anyway, miniatures are fun.
Mm-hmm.
And you can use them in lots of ways. I feel like maybe we weren't very helpful in this episode. I don't know.
It's
but
also fun to try to make them. Like, to be like,
I prefer making them.
I need a mini beer can. How can I do that?
And then you
just
do it.
Do it. And then you're like, I just made a mini beer can. It's
I
so fun. Yeah.
enjoy the challenge of trying to
Yes.
make miniature things.
Me too.
It's extra fun.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just going to say something, but my dog distracted me. I don't know what he's barking at.
This is
Doodah!
your Scolio.
Oh.
He's so coolio.
My friend Becky gave me a whole bag of those little skulls. I don't even know where they
So
came from. I'm going to take a
lucky.
picture of my tiny little... Yeah, well, that's what happens when you have a baby and you feel like you need to clean out your craft room.
Ah.
Then you call your cool friend Katie and go, hey, I have a bag of shit
Yeah.
that I don't want to keep, but I know you like to keep things, so
Yep.
I'm going to give them to you. And of course, your cool friend Katie goes, send me all your junk.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to get this turned so you can see, like, the bookiness of it all. I need to do my nails, yo.
London racetrack by my song, doo-dah, doo-dah. I don't know the words of the song. Oh,
Oh, stop licking her pants. My dog's gotten into this weird pants licking habit. He licks everybody's
likes to lick
pants.
my pants, doo-dah, doo-dah. He does it in a silly dance that didn't make any sense.
He is doing a dance, though. So. Next week, now he's licking my pants while you scratch his butt. That is weird.
Lick your pants and scratch my butt, doo-dah, doo-dah. Sorry.
So, yeah. Next week we're gonna... Wait, is next week... I think next week is we're gonna talk about fabric paint.
Yeah.
And then the week after is our 100th episode, Q&A episode. We're going to live broadcast on the Facebooks. I know at least one of our listeners is going to be there.
Like 7:30 on Monday night, right?
Yes, and Keely the Awesome.
Isn't that coming up this Monday?
This Monday we're recording it.
I thought it was going to be live.
Well, we're recording it live. And it will broadcast live on Facebook, but the actual recorded episode that will not include the video will go up the week of our 100th episode.
Oh.
But if
okay.
you want to see us live, be there or be square on next Monday, the what?
I know, it's soon. Is
Wait.
this going to go up in time for them to know about it?
Yeah, this will go up tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
We have a couple weeks until, oh yeah, this will go up tomorrow.
I thought it was like this
And
Monday.
Monday the 18th
Yeah.
is when we're recording.
That's
So
this Monday.
this coming Monday. So be there or be square. I know Keely the Awesome is going to be there, and she told us she might not be wearing pants. Which is awesome.
Yeah.
So who knows? Oh, we might not be wearing pants.
I don't know.
I think we're going to wear pants because that would be pretty weird.
Yeah.
My husband would walk up here and be like, why are you two fucking weirdos not wearing pants?
Yeah, I'm too hairy to not wear pants.
Oh, I just shaved my legs. It's springtime.
Nice.
I'm gonna
Good
shave
job.
my legs.
Good job.
Actually, I only shaved my legs because I got a pedicure.
Oh, yes.
Because
Yes.
I always
yeah.
feel weird when I have hairy legs.
Like, yeah.
Although I didn't like my pedicure this time. The lady wasn't very gentle.
Oh, that's disappointing.
It was. Especially when you're
tickle, and I
paying
don't
some
like
money.
that.
I do have ticklish feet. I just like my toes to look pretty.
Yeah.
Look, I have pretty green toes.
Woo!
They're pretty. So anyway, you will see me, maybe my green toes, and Lonnie, and we're going to try to look cute, and we're going to try to figure out the live broadcast thing. I don't know how we're going to do it. I've never done it before, so it will be an experiment, but maybe if it works, we will do future live broadcasting while we're recording on the Facebooks. It will be fun.
Yeah.
So, but be there, be square, send us your fucking questions, or be there to ask us live questions. Because right now I have like a list of about 5 or 6 questions that get asked a lot, and no one has fucking sent us another question. Not one single message
what if
or
they ask
email.
us dirty questions?
We will answer dirty questions.
Okay.
I will. I don't fucking care.
That's true. I can lie.
I can answer some dirty shit. I never lie. I have no shame. Truly, I have no shame.
Well, I mean, I can make myself sound more exciting than I really am.
You're very exciting, Lonnie. I'm pretending that my dog's not barking right now. So, but I think we're going to be done so that I can go yell at my dog.
Okay.
So until next week, go make some cool shit, yo.
Do it now.
Good morning, Katie. This is your friend. I'm recording on the new Tascam. I'm trying to figure out what the buttons do. But every once in a while, I take a break to poo.